Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on the 24-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He'll try and run it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get to first before he's taken down at the 36.
Good.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
We always talk about, we always look for guys with fresh legs down the stretch of a long NFL season. Well, in Week 16, he was the AFC Player of the Week, and looks like he's going to be strong for Week 17 as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They go with Jacobs. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action. Mariota. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it to it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. Now, how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Ravens first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Ravens.
Right back to Dobbins on first. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's brought
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch them all?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched them more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is Hill. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that don't happen, just about every position is up for grabs. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot, because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, Mariota eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Mariota. Forced out to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Here's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Ravens 7. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Miles Boykin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These 2 teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
The fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
Yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Mariota. Being chased out left. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marcus Mariota with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders have moved down in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Raiders 21, Ravens 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. They'll run here with Dobbins. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Now it's Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up about the 31. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Raiders 28, Ravens 14. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick
now
off.
After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus Jordan with a pick. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Number 28, Josh.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mariota now from the 50. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. Yeah, he's going to be out of balance, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Mariota on first down. From the left side here, and it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Play action now. Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a later touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 35, Ravens 14. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing again. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.